Where does self-esteem come from? I just feel good about who I am. Feel good about me. Where do we get that from? Many people, unfortunately, come up to me and they say to me, like, Rabbi, I hate myself. So I say to them, why? Why do you hate yourself? And they say, because I get annoyed with my mum when she pressures me to do this, and I'm jealous, and I'm lazy, and I don't get up in the morning, and I don't do what I'm meant to do. And they list a whole lot of things. So I listen to them and I say, you know what, I really hear that. But why do you hate yourself? And they say, what do you mean? I just told you, I've got all these bad character traits, I'm doing these bad things. And I say to them, well, if they have children, I say, your children, do they have bad character traits? And they're, yes. I go, do you hate them? And they're like, no. So I say, well, if you don't hate your children for their bad character traits, why do you hate yourself for your bad character traits? Your bad character traits don't define you. That's not who you are. Your bad character traits are things you can work on, things that you can grow, things you can develop. So how do we tap into self-esteem? I feel good about myself for who I am. I wish I brought my daughter here. So my daughter's very pretty, thank God, because my wife's very pretty, thank God, because God made them pretty. So my daughter's very pretty. Since the age of 1 or 2 years old, we have lots of guests that come to our house. Everyone who walks into our house sees my daughter and they say to her, oh, you're so pretty. Wow, you're so pretty. Oh, she's so cute. Look at us, they're so cute. She's so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty. That's very dangerous. Because now you have this impressionable little girl growing up thinking, well, what's valuable about me? What makes me special is being pretty. I need to be pretty. It's all about being pretty. And she grows up and then she gets her sense of self based on her body and what people think of her, and she, God forbid, does things that she doesn't want to do, so people like her, and eating disorders and all terrible things come from that. So I sat her down when she was 3, 4, and I said to her, Tamara, you are very pretty, Baruch Hashem. You're very pretty, thank God, because God made you pretty. But what's more important than being pretty? So she thought about it and she looked at me and she said, being kind? And I was like, yeah, being kind is so much more important than being pretty. Being kind, having the right values, being loving and compassionate, that's so much more important than being pretty. So now my daughter's growing up with this value of being kind. So when she comes home from school, she doesn't show off about what clothes she's wearing. She says, Abba, one of the girls in my class today didn't have enough food, so I shared my food. And I said, wow, Tamara, that's amazing. And she feels good about herself. She has self-esteem. Her self-esteem is based on her character traits, her good character traits, her good values, how much she helps other people, how much she's there for other people. So when people come to our house now and they see my daughter and they say to her, wow, you're so pretty, she says, thank you. And then we look at each other and we smile, because we know what's more important than being pretty. And I said to my daughter a few years ago, by the way, do you think that the richest people are the happiest people in the world? Do you think the prettiest people are the happiest people in the world? And she's like, no. And she knows that from however old she is. The prettiest people aren't the happiest people in the world. The richest people aren't the happiest people in the world. So why are those people's two top values? Why is money and looks and material stuff and physical pleasure, why are those people's top values? It's not even getting them what they want. Well, some people do get their self-esteem based on that, by the way, but they still don't feel that good about themselves, because if you get your self-esteem based on your money and your looks, then there's always a competition. Well, he's better looking, he's got more money. Why are you chasing those values? They're not giving you what you want, they're not giving you happiness, and it means you never have a healthy sense of self-esteem. Self-esteem is based on focusing on your good character traits and your good values.